Hey guys, what's up? It's Yugioh Yankee here, and just welcome to the channel. Uh, I just want to get this out of the way quickly. Your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, thank you very much for helping me out with this. It's because of you this channel exists, and I'm gonna hopefully, take your advice well. Uh, so let's get started with some statements here. There's a new ban list, new format began, and now a lot of decks are out there. Like, Rabbit is less consistent, but they're still around. Windups are less consistent, but they have a different way to win now. And pretty much everything else, like Chaos Dragon is a road deck, and Injectors are a road deck. But all the other decks around are still actually, going up. Like, Lightsworns can be competitive. Everything can be competitive now. So hopefully, you guys will like this build, and you guys will try running Lightsworns yourself. They are my favorite deck. So to start out, we got 2 Lumina, discard a card, special Lightsworn from the grave, mill 3 at the end of the turn. It's freaking awesome. 2 Lila, back rows are bad, we like to pop them. Mill 3 at the end of the turn, it's level 4, so when you go in defense, you can probably just make a rank 4 out of there, and make so that change of defense did nothing against you. 2 Jane, because Thunder King is going to be a thing, and being able to run it over is really nice. Mill 4 at the end, mill 2 at the end of turn. Words, what are they? 2 Raikou. You could run 3, but I like 2. Just, you know what it does. Flip, pop, mill 3. Aaron, anti-Zen mains, anti-Gachi. Pretty much if you're in defense, get out of here. Garoth, great plays with Lumina. It mills after every Lightsworn mills, and you can possibly, every Lightsworn it mills makes you draw. So, with Lila, or Lumina, just discard special Garoth, and your turn with 5 mills and possibly drawing 2. Celestia is basically a Lightsworn Monarch. It's a mini JD. You mill 4 first, and then you get to go ahead and pop up to 2 cards on the field. It's very awesome to do. 23 beater isn't that bad either. Triple Judgment Dragon is your main boss. Nuke the field, 3k to the face. How do you feel? BLS, it's a Chicks dig big swords. Should be banned, but Konami decided to go after the next guy, Chaos Sorcerer. Not quite sure why, but sure. I used to run more of him, but I guess he's still around. I'm trying him at 1, but I don't know. You could replace him with 3rd Raikou, or an Honest, or really anything, but right now I'm liking him because more Chaos targets are better. Triple Necrogardna is probably just going to get a lot of people to play Lightsworns, because they have a lot of defense now. Mill it, discard it for Lumina, anything. Get it in the grave, you have an attack negation. Devil Card Trooper, again, Thunder King. Milling before the end phase is cool. Ramming into Thunder King or anything like that and drawing a card is really awesome. Spell-wise, we got Charged Light Brigade. It's typical, just mill 3, search for a Lightsworn. Solar Recharge at 3. It's your main draw engine. Discard a Lightsworn, draw 2, mill 2. Pot of Duality at 2. I usually don't run it, but this deck it works really nicely. Just adds a whole lot of consistency to it because you're not doing a whole lot of special summoning. All you're really doing is just normal summoning, and Lumina is the only case that you would special that's not a boss monster. So then we got Book of Moon. It saves you duels. I consider it staple. Allure for the little extra draw power because you have darks to discard. Dark Hole, nuke the field. Heavy Storm, nuke the back rows. Monster Reborn, why is it not banned? Triple MST, back rows are bad. Solemn Judgment and Double Warning, we like to negate things. And Double Decree, because it's big MST bait, and if it actually chills there, your opponent's traps, just kind of cry in the corner. So, extra deck-wise, we got 2 Levier, because, well, why not? You're going to banish things with BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, and people are going to try banishing stuff against you. You can run Levier and make them unhappy. 2 Leviathan, 25 beater, really easy to make. It's just really all that you need. It could be 25 or 3k, but usually people keep it at 25. Utopia, pretty much a staple. Negate attacks, it's kind of interesting. Utopia Ray is a win condition in and of itself. Maystroke is a walking Book of Moon that can't be killed very easily. I adore Maystroke. Tim Tempo is a boss. Because all it does is say, screw all your XYZs, I'm going to become a big beater, and you're going to lose materials for no reason. We got, I'm not even going to try to say his name, but the String Djinn can be a 3k beater, and will run over things if you need it. He'll probably die next turn, but he gets rid of things you don't like out there. Zenmain's is a defense. That's all he's ever going to be, and that's all he should be. Gemini Pearl is freaking awesome. Just a... words. I must learn how to say them and put them in a coherent manner. Anyway, Pearl is a generic rank 4, really awesome. Giga Brilliant, increase attack, another light, pretty nice. This is why we don't have that open. Anyway, Acid Golem, I don't really like Acid Golem, but if you're pushing to a corner, he's an option to have. And since I do side Valor, and you could probably main him if you find a way, it's not that hard to do. Even though Valor's not going to be a staple this format, you could run Catastor, which is still awesome, gets over pretty much everything you need to. And for level 8s, I decided Stardust over Scrap, because if I'm going to make a level 8 Synchro, I'm usually being pushed into it because I don't need to make Synchros. So if I'm going to be pushed into it, I'm going to make something that's defensive. So, I just want to say thank you guys for watching Deck Profile, and I'm going to be getting a duel for you soon, or at least I hope I will. I mean, it doesn't seem too likely, but I could try. And hopefully you guys will like it. So, hopefully I'll get a Deck Profile soon. Or a duel for you. What am I saying? No. Anyway, learn how to say words. So I want to say thank you for watching this, and if I get a duel, you'll see. Peace. Well, what do you know? I actually got a game in against my buddy Justin, or Critical. And yeah, I opened up Camtasia. I used it to record. But anyway, he says he's going to win, play macro and win. But I look at my hand and I'm like, oh, this is quite cute. So I play Charge first because I don't want to draw into things I would search. I'm thinking, I'll just grab Lumina. I could have grabbed Garoth, but I figured it'd be better to grab the Lumina because, well, I have Necros in hand and they're not useless in hand now. So I want to discard them for the Lumina and just get Mills, and I would get 6 this way instead of 5 with Garoth. So I would go, okay, I'll just go for the Mills, mill the Garoth, and mill the Raikou. So the mill could have been a little bit better, but it set up my grave pretty dang well. Word of warning right now, JD never gets summoned. So, all he does is set a monster because he's like, his hand probably sucks. Well, top deck JD, and I'm all like, oh, this is cool. So I use Lumina 1 effect, get Garoth out there, use a second Lumina's effect, which I'm a slow typer all of a sudden, and discard and special summon Jane, because you can do that, as long as you have a Lightsworn target in there, which is Raikou. So then I normal summon Lila and go, Field Investment! And I go, I don't need a whole lot, so let's just make a 25 beater out there. And I figured the best idea to attack with is the middle monster, Garoth. But it turns out he's got Great Keeper Spy there, and I start raging really good, because I took 150 to the dome. But I use Leviathan, what am I saying, and Jane, beat over those, and put 17 into his dome. And so I think, let's overlay, because I don't actually need a whole lot of investment on mills. So I make Utopia and pass turn. So now I've got, a 25 beater in Leviathan, 25 beater in Negator in Utopia, and then 2 Necrogatas. Of course, he plays Spellbook of Secrets, thinking, Spellbooks! They have 4 Monster Reborns. This is not gonna go well. But, strangely, all he does is set a monster and pass. Speaking Monster Reborn, I top deck the Monster Reborn! So I'm thinking, I'm a cool kid, but I don't need to do it. So I hold on my hand, and because I learned my lesson last time, I beat over with Leviathan first. And, well, he stinks for a while, but really all he's got left in the deck, because all of his spies are gone, is the Descendant. What am I saying? And then Garoth beats over that, and it'll take 2,500 to the face. And then I'll pass turn, no mills, don't need them. If he gets rid of my field, I have 2 JDs just chilling there in my hand. So he sets a monster, and things for it, but there's really nothing he can do there. Pass turn, I got heavy, like, I don't know what the back row is. It's gone now. And, well, there goes his Solemn Warning. So that would have gotten 1 JD. So I play Reborn, because he's in a situation where this would be bad, so I ask if he'll scoop, and he goes, try me. So I'm thinking, oh, he's got something. So I think Lumina for a second, like, wait. The only thing Lumina would grab right now would be discarding a JD and getting a Raikou. So I'm thinking, okay, let's go for Trooper for Mills now, which turned out to be pretty good, almost giving me 4. And I'm thinking, this is going to be amazing. So I decide, okay, beat over with Leviathan again. And it turns out to be a Magician. I'm like, what? So I lose my Utopia, hit him in the dome with Garoth and Trooper, and my math was wrong. I did think this was game. I really did. But no, he's chilling there with 50 life points, and he's telling me, watch me win. Or as he likes to say, watch me do me. So he sets monster pass, and I'm like, Celestia for game. So I mill my 4, pop his monster, and say, GG's. And so he goes, Valor from the deck? So he scoops. So anyway, I want to thank you guys very much for watching the deck profile and the duel. Comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you want to see and what you think. And once again, thank you very much, your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, for helping me out with this. So until then, guys, peace out.